Good day, everyone, and a very warm welcome to the inaugural FY26 earnings call of Novus Loyalty Limited. As this marks the company's first earning call following its listing, today's interaction is an important milestone in its journey towards building long term value and strengthening engagement with the investor community. The objective of this call is to provide the shareholders, analysts, and stakeholders with insights into the company's business performance, key developments, and the future direction. Please note that this call is being recorded and some of the statements may be forward looking based on the current assumptions. These statements are not subject to risk and uncertainty, and actual results may differ. The company does not commit to updating forward looking statements unless as required by law. We advise participants to consider these factors and refrain from relying solely on forward looking information. Representing Novus Loyalty Limited today, we have Mr. Deepak Tomar, Chairman and Managing Director, Mr. Vibhor Rastogi, Executive Director and CFO. I will now hand over the floor to the management team for their opening remarks. Following their address, we will open the floor for Q&A session. Thank you and over to you, sir.
Thanks for the introduction, Bhumika. First of all, I would like to thank everybody who has taken out time to join the presentation. This is our very first investor presentation after our IPO on 25th March, as most of you are aware of that. That was quite a milestone for us. This is our first earning call. So during this call, I would like to give a brief about what exactly Novus Loyalty do and how we do it, what we do, and then what are the financial numbers, and then how we are looking forward to run the company and then make this business more fruitful for everybody who's attached to it, right? So you guys can see my screen? Yep.
Yes, sir, we can see your screen.
Okay. So what exactly we do? We are loyalty and engagement company. So we provide any and all kind of tools to enterprise clients to increase the experience of their customer, right? So our tools connect to banking industry tools, retail industry tool, healthcare industry tools, collect all the customer transactional and behavioral level data and process it in our rule engine, and then give support and give customer what he is supposed to get out of it, right? So that's primarily from the technology standpoint what we do, but there are a lot of other segments around it which I'll cover during the presentation as well. Some of the key highlights of our business, where we are right now: we have more than 100 enterprise customers across the world. We have more than 4+ crore customers of our clients who are using our platform, our redemption platform and Accurate platform. We have approximately 80 employees. We process, here it's written 40+ crore transaction, but we process more than 50 crore transactions every month to incentivize these 4 crore customers, right? So our portfolio has a lot of large enterprise customers, which I'll cover in further slides, right? How we started in 2011. When we started our most business was more toward the service side of it, where we were servicing brands and other digital agency and marketing agencies to onboard any and all kind of loyalty solutions for them. We also developed a franchise-based loyalty system in early stages, and then was giving it to marketing agencies so they can use it to give it to their clients as well, right? So then we build partnership with other loyalty enterprise as well to implement their systems into this, right? Then 2020 was a really benchmarking year for Novus Loyalty, where we start developing our core product, considering it gonna work in a SaaS model, and also not just the smaller retail clients, will also go for the enterprise client like banks, airlines, where we're gonna push this products to, and it's gonna work in both the deployment models like on-prem and SaaS, both kind of things come in. Then 2023 we introduced AI in our product. We were like early adopter of AI at the time when people were just talking about AI, that AI going to come, we start adopting that in our product, and then start building AI layer inside our product as well. We were recognized at various events where we use AI for marketing and those kind of awards as well, right? So now in 2025, we moved more into the corporate structure of it. In 2026, we achieved a milestone where we launched our IPO, was able, total issue size was around 60 crore, and we raised some money to further invest in the product. So that's been a small note on the journey of Novus Loyalty. Myself, Deepak Tomar, I have more than 25-year experience working with enterprise products where it's a high scalable, real-time transactional products. That's what I've been building. I have technology background. Along with me, Shweta Singh, she has more than 20 plus year experience in technology itself. Vibho comes from a rich background in the banking side of it, and then Vibhor is serving as a CFO for us. All independent directors has relevant experience, and they guide us in our business time to time. Other business verticals head by Satyam. He's a product head, been in industry more than 15 years. Ranjan take care of the sales part of it. Neeraj is a marketing head, and these are the other leaders in our team as well. Yeah. So when we engage any particular client, we do end to end. There are a lot of other loyalty companies. They do part of it. Some of them gonna do the accrual side of it. Some of them gonna do the reward side of it. But we do end to end engagement, and also on top of it, we provide a lot of gamification and personalized experiences on top of that. Right. Our models are, as I mentioned before, more as with the DPDP Act in place, with P2 compliant data need to be there as we work with banks. So a lot of other compliances are there. So we have to offer both models, like on-prem model and SaaS deployment. Our SaaS product is more handy, because it's very easy for clients to get onboarded on those product, and then with just a click they can be onboarded, and we can launch within like 2 to 3 weeks. We can go live on the SaaS deployment. When we do it on-prem is a little bit more work, but like for a lot of clients who are in different reasons, and specific to banking clients, sometimes they prefer all the data need to be hosted in on-prem. So we offer on-prem model as well. Most of the companies who work with, they offer either of these, but like as our technology is built in a way, we can offer both on-prem and SaaS deployment of our products. Yeah. So mostly what we do, any and all kind of programs can be done with our systems. Either it's a point-based program, tier-based program, cashback, discount, rewards, coalition loyalty, where multiple merchants gonna come together to incentivize the customer. All those kind of things can be done with our system, and those are the some of the popular programs that went live with our system. From the business vertical side of it, these are four business vertical. The very first vertical is technology. So when we onboard a client, we charge them to give them a complete enterprise system. How our system going to connect to their different systems. Just to give you an example, if it's a bank, like it's going to connect with the CBS system, payment processor system. If credit card transactions are sitting somewhere, then it's going to connect to that system, going to collect all the data points into the system, going to process those transactions, going to give points, cashback, whatever. So all enterprise technology platform been given to them. So client pay us for the technology side of it. That's first line of revenue. Second line of revenue is redemption. When customer got the point, then they're going to use the point for flights, hotel, vouchers, catalog items, any and all kind of redemption options which are available at our platform. That's the second line of revenue for us. Third line of revenue is merchant promotions, because we push a lot of merchant offers to these banking customers. So we have a connected system. Our AI engine detect if a transaction gets into our system, this transaction belongs to what merchant and what kind of merchant category. According to that, we show a lot of analytics to the merchant, and merchant offer these campaign, and merchant pay us for any and all kind of transactions we're going to drive to these merchants for these banking customers. So that's third. And we also get affiliate commissions from the merchant, right? Fourth is digital voucher. We issue digital vouchers of various brands whenever and it's required. It worked for the corporates as well. It worked for banks as well. Yep. So these are the four line of business verticals we have. From a geographical presence, right now we are physically present in India only, but we already have clients in UAE, Saudi, Africa. We already start, even US, Australia. Our clients are all over the place. Although major market is Indian market as of now, but we have planned to internationally expand the company. We already start the process of creating a wholly owned subsidiary for Novus Loyalty in UAE. We are also in process to expand operations online and the physical both ways in US and Australia as well. But we already onboarded clients. We are slowly in some of the places we are in some of the places we are going through the partnerships, and in some of the places we are going by ourselves where it make more sense at our end to go by ourselves, right? Our business need comes in like, so we need certain kind of certifications as well. We are ISO certified, we are CMMI certified, we are PCI DSS highest compliant, so we can hold any of the transactional data into our system. So we hold all the certification which are required to do this business. Some of the clients are mentioned here, like Central Bank, NPCI, IDBI, Bank of Maharashtra, and Equitas Bank. Some of the client names being mentioned here. Recently, we acquired an order from Central Bank worth 88 crores. Now, Bank of Abyssinia is a Ethiopia bank. They got we'll get a technology revenue of 4 crore only from the Bank of Abyssinia, and then other revenue lines gonna open up once the technology revenue flow into the system, right? So we are expanding in domestic markets as well and international markets as well, right? Some of the case studies for the audience here. NPCI being our customer since 2019. We manage all Nth Reward platform for them. It's an on-prem setup for NPCI. The NPCI use the platform for RuPay card incentivization across all the banks, for UPI offers and other things. That's one of the use case we have sold for them. Central Bank, we recently launched their program. It's across all the banking products, either it's debit card, mobile banking, internet banking. It's across all their products we launched it. Third is a Sparkle Bank. That's a Sparkle Bank is a new age bank. So I'm trying to give you different kind of case studies. The first one, where we launched a program for a card scheme provider, which is kind of RuPay, right? A second one is a bank. Third one is a Sparkle, is a new age complete digital bank based out of Nigeria. We launched their program recently as well, and the program is going good. The third one is a very diversified investment platform, Prepco, which is a sister concern of DAMAC in UAE. So we do their program as well. So there are different use cases I try to showcase in my presentation, that we are catering different kind of clients here, right? Our strength is end-to-end loyalty. As I mentioned before, most of the players in market, they offer one kind of service. They don't offer another service. Second is like our technology infrastructure. Our platform is vertically and horizontally scalable. You can start with very less modules. You can start with very less customers, and then but you can scale the platform by adding more modules into it. And also from 10,000 customers, it can go up to 10 million customer or 100 million customers as well. It's a very scalable platform, and available across all the cloud networks wherever our clients want to host it. We have a personalization AI layer on top of all the data which sits on this banking platform. The redemption network is one of the strongest redemption network we have in industry, right? And then we have use cases across banking, retail, hospitality, healthcare, fintech, all across industry, right? And the deployment models, all kind of deployment models are available as well. Yeah. So that was more about like Novus Loyalty, a recent event. Our IPO happened recently, which is like about less than 2 months now. It was not just a fundraiser, it just gave us all the authenticity which we were needing. Now we are recognized as a major loyalty player in specific to banking loyalty industry. We are one of the major player by this. As the IPO happened on 25th March, nothing from the IPO proceed was utilized in the previous year. We have a good plan how we're going to utilize the fund going forward. It's going to go into our product and technology. A big portion of going to go into the sales, business expansion, and market growth. That's where the major focus for Novus going to be. These are some of the IPO details which I just mentioned over here. Most of us who are available on this call are pretty much aware of these details, right? I'll also invite our CFO, Vibhor Rastogi, to share some insights on this year number from the business side of it, what we have done, what we have not. Vibhor, if you can share some details around it.
Yeah. Thank you, Deepak. Good evening, everyone, and thanks for joining us today. I'll brief you walk through the financial performance for the year ended 31st March 2026. And after that, we can open the floor for the questions. During the year ended, we achieved a revenue of about 127 crores, which is about 22% increase with regards to the previous fiscal year. The EBITDA was about 12.33 crores. The PAT margin was about 9.28 crores. And if we talk about the EBITDA margins, we have improved it from the last fiscal year. So our EBITDA percentage is about 9.68%, and the PAT margin there has been a significant increase, and the PAT margin stood at about 7.29%.
Thanks. Thanks, Vibhor. So we are like about our PATs are like almost 150% increase. EBITDA is about 120% increase. Revenue is 22% increase. And these numbers gonna go better along the time. Just to give one brief input here, when we start a loyalty program, right? So you guys might have seen there's a lot more improvement this year in numbers. Why there is an improvement? I'll give just a guidance on that as well. The improvement in number is because when we start a program, like say a bank start a program, so initially the point accrual happen. People will start getting all those points. But in 1 year, in 2 year, 3 year, the point accrual happen, and then a lot of marketing happen from our side, bank side. Slowly people start redeeming their points, right? So it take about 5 to 6 months for them to accumulate all the points, and our margins increase as we go along in the program. Our average contracts are 3 to 5 years with a renewal term of 3 to 5 years again. So the total tenure of the contracts is 6 to 10 year. And when we are in third year of the program, most of the time, then only the program matures. Some of the banks which we have onboarded recently, like Central Bank and some other clients, their peak level gonna come into next year or next to next year. So our numbers gonna increase from here 100%. Right. So from the just to give you, like, before we close and the presentation and then open it up for the question, loyalty market is definitely expanding. The market size is increasing globally, and in India, like it's like at least 18-19% CAGR. The whole loyalty market is increasing, right? We have planned to go beyond, and not just there are like other segments as well in which the loyalty works. It's like not just the BFSI. Right now, our major focus being BFSI, but we're gonna grow in other sectors as well as we go along: travel, retail, food, healthcare. 100% healthcare. We have onboarded uh, a client, Novus, which is a global healthcare company. We launched their program in 3 countries for now, and then program gonna expand from there. So we are not just gonna expand in the BFSI, but we're gonna expand in other markets as well, right? So our focus going on forward is gonna be on international expansion. Why is that? Because technology margins are a lot better in international market instead of Indian market. So that's going to improve our numbers. AI has really helped us to achieve a lot more. Why? Because like now we don't need to spend a lot more on the consultation side of it. Our AI powered loyalty suggests these campaign to our customer instead of our consultation being there, right? So that's really helping us as well because it's built into the product. Enterprise client acquisition, that's going to be the focus 100%. The whole merchant ecosystem, reward system, we're going to expand that as well. And all those going to, along with the enterprise on-prem, will also the SaaS subscriptions and all those going to increase as well. Those are the 5 key growth strategies we're going to implement in coming years, right? So by saying this, like we'll close the presentation and then we'll open it for the questions if any.
Okay, thank you so much, sir. Thank you for the insightful introduction about the company. We will now move on to the Q&A session. Participants who wish to ask a question are kindly requested to raise their hands and uh, and unmute them and ask their question. I would request the participants to limit their questions to 3 questions at a time before joining back in the queue if needed. So we have the first question from Nishita Jain. Nishita, you can ask the question.
Uh, yes, hello. That was a very insightful presentation. So, I just wanted to understand. You mentioned that like a lot of our contracts mature post 3 years, and now a lot of them are at the maturity stage. So, we'll see good growth going forward. So, can we see a growth above 20% in FY27?
100% above 20%. Yeah.
Okay. If you could give some kind of guidance on what revenue can we achieve in FY27, that would be great.
So what we have achieved, so just to give you 2 bits on that, because now we raise this money from IPO as well, right? So we were, and none of the proceeds being used in the previous year. This capital really gonna help us to invest in sales, and 100% and market expansion, international market expansion. So we'll definitely grow a lot faster than what we have grown in last year. So it's going to be more than that, 100%.
Right. And the margins that we've done around 10%, are these sustainable or was there any one-off that we saw?
Margins will increase from where it is right now.
Okay, okay. Understood. And if you could throw some more light on the market expansion that you're talking about, for which we are going to use our IPO proceeds, that would be
So, market expansion, as I mentioned, we already start process so far. UAE, wholly owned subsidiary of Novus Loyalty. We already have some enterprise clients in UAE, but to service them better, we need to have a physical presence there. So, UAE presence gonna help us to cater to our clients in MENA regions. Then other expansions are happening in African region as well. We have onboarded two partners there because like it's not every time possible to open a subsidiary. So in African region, we are targeting through these partnerships. We onboarded two partners and then they are making all the introductions for us. We already start workshop with these partners. So we'll expand in African region. Same is we have planned to either have a small acquisition in US and Australia in coming year with a small digital agency. We already have the product, right? So and then we have couple of clients as well in US and Australia. So idea is like if we were able to and that's the plan, to have a small marketing agency in US and Australia, then we'll be able to have more clients in that. So from the global expansion perspective, MENA region 100% we are expanding. More than that, like African region, like we already onboarded two banks there through our partners, and then we are expanding there through partners. For US and Australia, will definitely expand either through the partnership or through a small acquisition in on those markets. Yep. So plan is to
right.
expand in these four areas. Yeah.
Right. So from the IPO proceeds, how much amount do we plan to spend on these expansion and acquisitions?
So from IPO proceed, it's going to be as planned. I think for business development and sales, like it's we can I don't know the exact number. Like I think we're supposed to use 11 to 12 crores into the business expansion activities. So at least 50% of that will be utilized this year, and then other 50 will be utilized next year max.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Tushar sir, you can go ahead with your question.
Thank you so much. I hope I'm audible.
Yeah, Tushar.
Yes.
Sir, can you elaborate a little more on your growth plans? So we have four revenue streams, which is going to be our focus areas going forward.
So we have four line of revenues. One is technology, redemption, merchant promotion, and vouchers. The most focus gonna be on the technology one. Technology one. Why technology one is like cause other redemption, vouchers, these are some of the like organic growth comes to us, right? So when we do the very first revenue line that open ups is the technology one, right? In BFSI segment, when you open the technology line, then redemption and voucher open by itself. But in some other segments like retail, right, you can only open the technology one, you'll never get the redemption, because for retail the redemption happen within the retail, it doesn't happen in other ecosystem, right? So we'll also onboard some of the clients where the redemption gonna happen within their ecosystem. So, but in those lines, the technology revenue is better. Technology revenue is more. So one of the key focus gonna be the technology revenue. Second focus gonna be the merchant monetization. Redemption and voucher gonna be there by itself, but there is a direct cost attached to these line of revenue. But for technology one, there is no direct cost attached to that. So the focus will be technology and the merchant promotion, where we onboard a lot of merchants and promote them to our banking customer, right? So, and these are uh, from not from the top line perspective, but from the bottom line perspective, these are better line of revenues for us. Does that make sense, or you need more clarification on that,
And
Tushar?
if we can tell a little bit on, where our focus is in terms of growth, so that would also be helpful.
So growth focus, of course, India, we are expecting 15-20% growth in Indian markets, but our major focus gonna be international markets. And when I say international markets, like it's gonna be MENA region, US, Australia, and African markets. Yeah, so those are the markets we are targeting, and most of the expansion plans or our focus of expansion gonna be the international expansion in these markets.
Got it. And if you can also tell us a little bit about the competition in this space, considering there are other loyalty players as well, how do we differentiate and what gives us an edge, to get more market share in this industry?
Sure. I'll give you one example. Like this recent order we got for Bank of Abyssinia, right? So, of course, we have to participate with the local partner, and so all big loyalty companies participated in that, right? So either it's an Indian company, either it's an international company, even Salesforce participated, and some other big names in loyalty industry participated in that, right? So competition is there 100%, but what we are good at it, right? So our technology is built in a way that, like, if other person process these transaction, it gonna take them, like, say 24 hours, but for us it take 8 hours, so one third of that. So the way it's been built, when we present it to and the kind of use cases we solve, and that also while maintaining audit compliance and DIY, where customer can do lot of things by themselves. Also, that give them a transparency as well, that, oh, I'm able to see everything by myself, I'm able to process it, I'm able to run it. So those pointers give us little bit edge over our competition. Of course, there is a competition, and then somebody can make it better than us in future. But that's what we have seen right now, where we win contracts from our competitors because of the robustness, real time, and scalability of our platform. Right? So the competition is definitely there. In different markets, there are different competitors. I don't know, I can name them here on this call. In banking domain, there are different competitors. In retail, there are different competitors, right? So competitors are there, but our edge as of now is our robustness, implementation speed, how the system can connect to lot many more systems very fast, the execution is fast. And most of the loyalty companies, they've been like 70% service company and 30% product company. Whereas in right now, we are moving into different direction. We were more on the service side of it, but now we are becoming more of a product company than a service company, where now we are like 70% product, 30% services, right? And then we want to bring it like 90% product, 10% services. So a lot of things happen by themselves. Clients do it themselves instead of us investing a lot in human capital, right?
Got
Those
it.
are the edges we see for ourselves when we compare ourselves to our competition.
Okay. And last one from my side. So when we say we will have margin expansion, what will lead to margin expansion in our business?
Margin expansion, because we're gonna concentrate more on the technology and merchant promotion, which are better line of revenues for us, which add up more to the net revenue instead of redemption and digital vouchers, where we have a direct procurement cost attached to that. But for technology and merchant promotion, we don't have direct procurement cost attached to it. Of course, growth will happen in redemption and other one as well, but because we are expecting more growth in technology and merchant promotion, which is better net revenue for us. That's why we are hoping that like our bottom margins gonna increase.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks, Tushar.
Thank you, sir. Tanmay, you can go ahead with your question.
Am I audible?
Yes, we can hear you.
So Novus offers gift points to customers digitally, right?
Right.
So what happens to the points that are never redeemed? Does Novus or the enterprise client keep that breakage revenue?
No, we can't keep the breakage because we are not B2C, we are B2B2C. Like a bank gave you point, if those point get expired, then it's the breakage for bank. It's not a breakage for me. Also, we because we don't hold a PPI license as of now, right? So whatever the cards I issue, I take it from some other vendor has the PPI. Unless until we have the PPI license, we cannot keep the breakage. We have in future, we have plans to get the PPI license. At that time, what I'll be able to do, if using your points, you issue yourself a gift card and you never use that gift card. In that case, I'll be able to keep the breakage, right? Also, so to answer to your question, that breakage don't come to us, that goes to our client because it's B2B2C, it's not B2C. Unless until we change our model or launch a B2C platform or yeah, so it's not happening right now for us. So expired point is not our breakage. That's why also our agenda is so there are less points expired. To give a little bit on this side of it, in Indian banking ecosystem, like it's only about 7 to 10%, depending on which bank, which program, points are getting utilized. So the major issue is loyalty discovery side of it. People don't even know if they have points. Our idea, the way we launch the program, we make it highly visible for the customer that you have this, come and get it, right? In mature markets, US, Australia, the redemption rates are like 45-50%. Like even if we cover the gap from like say 10% to 40%, where customers are redeeming, our redemption revenue can jump to 4%. So we are building in those terms. We launch program for our clients. We're like within 10 months they have seen 100x increase in the redemption side of it. Like there were only 10,000 customers who were redeeming it. Now there are 10 lakh customers who are redeeming the points. Yep. So the kind of point discovery you make it, the technology allow people to connect it very fast and then market it in a way so and make it very easy for them to redeem their points. Don't make it difficult for them, right? And perception of banks are changing in India as well. Before the perception was they were considering loyalty as a on the cost side of it. it's still on the cost side of it, but the perception has changed since a lot of fintech came into the picture, a lot of apps came into the picture. So bank also need to fight for that particular transaction, because otherwise other fintech players going to take away all the transactions. So they are more mature now, and they want to incentivize the customer more aggressively now. Yeah. So the pattern is improving, but sorry, I give you an extended answer just so everybody understand how it works, but we don't get the expired point. Yeah.
Okay, sir. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. Gaurav sir, you can go ahead with your question.
Deepak ji, thank you for wonderful results and the presentation. Just clarify how much percentage of revenue we expect from the international market in the current year and then the next year.
Okay. So right now, I'll give you exact thing. So right now, like say last year it was close to 2% only. This year it's almost 2.6%. We are expecting like in 2026, like we only got about 3.3 crore from international market, but we are expecting to at least double the international market, at least double, if not triple.
In terms of percentage, 6%?
In terms of percentage, in terms of number, I'm 100% sure, because like we are seeing that, but percentage is actually very relevant. Like if I got lot more revenue in Indian market from the redemption, then percentage can stay similar, but from the number standpoint, if it's like 3.3 crore in 2026, it's gonna be at least double this year. So we're gonna at least double the export what we have done this year. At least double, if not triple.
And you have a better margins in the international business than the Indian business, right?
Right. The margins are better.
Okay. So for FY27, you expect it would be around 5 crore from the international business. What about FY28?
We expect more than 6 crore for 27, and then we expect close to 10 in 27, more than 10.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay. Shweta, ma'am, you can go ahead with the question.
नटी सर, ये आप इंटरनेशनल का आप डबल बोल रहे हो, आप स्ट्रैटेजी कैसे कर रहे हो करने की? आप सेल्स पीपल कितने हायर करोगे, या हम जॉइंट कुछ कोलैबोरेट कर रहे हैं? कैसे आप प्लान कर रहे हो? कैन यू प्लीज थ्रो लाइट ऑन दैट?
Sure. Shweta, we already got a contract, Bank of Abyssinia, that's almost close to 4 crore revenue for us, right? So, yes, so we already got that. So, I'm considering that we already opened a wholly owned in process, which is going to be finalized in next month or so. We already start the process for wholly owned subsidiary in UAE. We already built two partners in Africa, as I mentioned. We also talking to agency, a small marketing agency in US and Australia, which we may gonna acquire, or they're gonna help us to onboard more clients there. So due to that, and also like in first 2 months, we are able to generate better international business on basis of the number I have seen in these 2 months, on basis of the contracts in hand, on basis of the conversations we had, on basis of this wholly owned subsidiary going to be in UAE. We are expecting that international revenue going to increase at least 2 times.
एंड सर, दिस एजेंसी के साथ हम जो टाई अप कर रहे हैं, उनको हायर मार्जिन्स देना पड़ता है हमें? हाउ इज दैट वर्किंग? इज इट लाइक अ 50-50 डील और व्हाट?
It depends client to client. They are actually not The agents, they are just reseller of our technology. Most of the time, when you work with the reseller, it's anything between 15 to 30% that goes to resellers. But it depends on client to client, like how much local support would be required on that particular project. When you so yeah, so these are sort of reseller instead of just like a specific partner, because and we manage most of the work. All technology is belongs to us, all IP belongs to us. We are always there in agreements with the customer, right?
Okay, that's great to know. Our competitor is largely doing a lot of business in USA.
Right.
So are we also looking at that market, because the way the geopolitical problems right now are not very positive for Saudi and UAE and all. So what
Correct.
is your thought on that? Because you can have more insider info to give us.
Sure, sure. No, we are definitely seeing US market, and the clientele in US is lot better clients for us as well. As I mentioned, like we already got one insurance client based out of Caribbean. We onboarded another small client in US as well. So we are planning to acquire a small marketing agency in US. That's the plan, depending on how it goes. That because when you work in US market, you need to have a local entity. Why? Because you need your customer expect general liability insurance, professional liability insurance. So and they prefer to make payments in US itself instead of making payments to an Indian entity. That's why you might be seeing a trend. The company who's onboarding clients in US, they'll have a subsidiary company in US
Yes.
itself, right? So
Yeah.
I have all the experience to work in US market. We have done it before. So all insurances, all on if we'll acquire a small entity in US, and we are already in we're gonna initiate the process very soon for that. So to answer to your question, US is definitely a big market for us to target. US and Australia both markets
Right.
we are targeting from both side of it. One as in like to acquire a small marketing agency which can gives us a head start, and so we don't need to get all the insurances and licenses by itself, right? So
That's
yeah.
that's great. So you have already begun the process, I'm assuming. So by when will you plan to acquire, like this year or next year?
The plan is as soon as we find the right candidate. I cannot
Okay.
give you it's going to happen this year or next year. Plan is to we are actively seeking, but as soon as we find the right candidate, we'll go for it.
Okay, so we are not that aggressive. We are like watching what is happening right now.
We are aggressive to find the right company. 100%. We are actively looking. We are
Okay,
actively looking.
great. And what about Indian markets? Are we having more sales and marketing team in India after the IPO?
Sure, sure, sure. We are adding uh, lot more sales force to our Indian market as well. In Indian market, like for BFSI, we may not gonna need additional people, but there are additional sectors like say channel partner loyalty programs, for corporate programs and all those. So we are definitely onboarding more sales people. So major focus is on sales and marketing only for this year.
Okay, thank you so much and good luck, sir.
Thank you. Thanks, Shweta.
Aman, you can go ahead with your question.
Uh, Hi Deepak ji, congratulations for the good set of numbers. So
Thanks so
wanted
much.
to check that we have good cash balance. I think so around 60 crores we have currently as per the balance. So
right?
what are we planning for that as in near term and long term? As in?
So the plan is to one thing, as I mentioned, like is to use that money for uh, expansion, and majorly it's gonna be on the sales and marketing side of it. Uh, of course, we're gonna and we'll invest so majorly on sales marketing. Second is to build more AI into our product. We're already solving use cases with AI, then build little bit more on that, and then also build small layers of for the e-commerce companies so they can easily use it, for the employee reward so they can easily use it. So to answer your question, around 12 crores may gonna go into the sales and marketing, around 10-12 crores gonna go into the product development, around 12 crores gonna go into the smaller acquisitions that we are planning. So the plan is to use that money for both inorganic and organic growth.
Okay.
Three
So we'll
major elements,
acquire.
three
Yeah.
major elements where we're gonna invest is acquisition, sales, marketing, and product development expansions.
Okay. And any aspiration target for like any private banks we are working with, like HDFC or
Yeah,
bigger? Yeah.
we already start POC for some of the banks because we don't want to do what everybody else is offering. So that's why we are doing some new kind of POC with these banks, and hopefully we'll be able to onboard them pretty soon.
So, like most of the orders we might have been getting from the GEM portal. So, have we bidded for any of the orders recently, or are we planning to bid for that as in any color on that?
Yep, right now, whatever we bid for, either they got cancelled or they are in, but there are a lot of uh, banks loyalty programs gonna come in next couple of months. We definitely gonna bid on most of it. The central bank we got through GEM as well, because every PSU use GEM for the procurement, right? So any government agencies or PSUs, they are doing any sort of procurement, they has to go through the GEM. We got like IDBI, and then this central bank and other ones like we got through the GEM portal only. Whenever anything comes on GEM, of course, bank also notify us by themselves like that they are launching it on GEM because we've been a prominent player in banking loyalty now. Yep. So, but yeah, to answer to your question, there is none existing right now. One with the Canara was there, which got cancelled, or they're not updating anything on that. But like, yeah, recently, whatever going to come up, will actively participate on that. Yep.
Okay, and Gifter is our competitor, or they work in different segment as in?
Actually, Gifter is only on the voucher distribution side of it. They don't do loyalty. So they are not our competition at all. Uh, uh, they only do gift card distribution, gift card slash voucher distribution. What we do, Gifter is sort of a vendor to us. Like, so we take
Okay.
voucher gift cards from the gifter and then give it to our customer. So they're sort of a vendor to us. They are not they don't do loyalty, accrual engines, redemption engines, that sort of way. They only do specific gift card distribution only. Yep. So which is kind of a just like not even 5%. There's a business, but like it's just like 5% of what we do. They only target to that particular market.
So overall, a yearly basis, GEM portal, how much order value might be giving them as in total order release in the GEM portal overall, as in the TAM, or if we want to consider.
Actually, GEM is it's very hard to tell you because like if sometime it's like more like a central bank, we got an 88 crore from the GEM portal itself, right? But in some year it may not gonna be there. Like it depend on the client, like if how they are putting it together on gem, like so it's very hard to put those numbers for the reference.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much, Deepak ji. Yeah.
Thanks, Aman. Thanks.
Thank you. Achut sir, you can go ahead with your question.
Hello, sir. Sir, I just want to understand, is the business you're doing, is it exactly similar to the one Zagil Prepaid Ocean Services is doing, which is a listed player?
Say it again, which company?
Zagil Prepaid Ocean Services.
No, Zaggle is into spend management system, right? So they don't do end-to-end loyalty rewards platform. They do some of it, but they only do employee reward and recognition. Like they don't have banking clients where they're giving points on card spend and those kind of things. They only do program for employee and rewards. We do loyalty and rewards across all the industries, so it's not exactly same, but yeah, 10% is same. Like we do about, like, say, if we'll start doing more employee reward and all that, and that is a category we're gonna target as well going forward. So it's gonna be, but it's still gonna be like just the 10% of the business, which is like kind of most of the business for them. So they do mostly spend management, employee reward programs, which is like very very less for us. For us is like customer loyalty programs, enterprise customer loyalty program. That's our segment, and theirs is just employee reward program. When you run program for employees, it's just like very simple, like these employees will get this, and that's it. But when you do it for banks, it's completely different. Banks or retail, they don't even do retail. They just do employee reward programs. So yes, it's little bit similar, but like only about 5-10% of our business ever gonna fall into that particular bucket where Zaggle work, not more than that.
Yeah. Then, next question is regarding, sir, you have listed at very high PE, like around 50 PE you have listed. So what is the growth rate you are expecting for next couple of years, sir?
So today the PE has come down. So so we are actually listed around 24, 25. I don't know. But of course we are expecting high growth from here. So we'll definitely justify our numbers going forward.
I mean, can you give guidance for next few years, sir? How much percentage of sales are you expecting?
So the growth, expected growth, so we have grown at a good growth, and we'll definitely maintain at least the same growth. We'll try to grow better, but that growth, what we have shown, we'll definitely maintain that growth.
And what about operating leverage, sir? Like going forward, are you planning to increase your margins?
100%, as mentioned in earlier conversation here, we are targeting technology and merchant promotions more, where our net revenue is more. So our bottom margins gonna increase eventually.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Sir, we have another question in the chat box from Chandrasekhar Nair. For merchant promotions, how is Novus earning from the merchant side funded campaigns and the enterprise client side? Can you explain in detail?
Let me share my screen so everybody understand what we do. Right? You can see my screen.
No.
Sorry.
Now I can see. Yes.
You see my screen. So this is just for the example. Don't quote it anywhere, like, or just from the example. Like, say, when a merchant login, they can see a lot more what exactly like on that particular bank, how their customers are behaving, right? So they see a lot of analytics on our platform. They see a lot of like say how which customers are champion, which customers are loyal, which are at risk. They were transacting before, now they are not transacting. What kind of growth they can expect from those specific customer? Those kind of data comes into the picture. If they do more campaigns, then the more transactions are happening. Less campaign, less transactions are happening as per the category of that merchant, and depending on the previous data of the merchant, system also send them sample campaigns what they should do, and they can configure those campaigns here. We enable those campaign from the backend side of it, and it goes out to the customer right away. So the whole system is connected, where it's merchant, bank, customer, everybody is connected, right? So merchant gets onboarded, their programs get onboarded. Like say, I'm just giving an example of this is a central bank program as a, right? So and then we are running these affiliate partners program here. Like if my customer gonna come here, from here he gonna go to the bank customer, he's gonna go to the Lenovo, I'll be able to track it that this particular customer gone from my portal to Lenovo, and then whatever money he gonna spend, I'll get affiliate commission back from Lenovo. Like it's about, we get like about anything between 8 to 10% affiliate commission back to us, but we pass some of that affiliate commission back to the customer, so customer keep on coming and doing it, right? So that's, if the merchant campaigns are there, if customer go to them and then transact it on that particular system, we get all the affiliate commission back in our system, right? Then we run a lot of accelerated campaigns where the merchants are funding points. So we are actually driving transactions to the merchant, and then that's where I see more growth gonna come out longer period. We also developing some utilities where you are on an e-commerce platform, and then our campaign's gonna come up right away if a customer allowed us, and then we track it like, hey, why don't you use this card? If you use this card, you're gonna get more out of it. So he gonna use that card. Merchant will give accelerated point, and then eventually give us more money to drive transaction on them, right? So merchant get a complete platform. They get complete visibility on how they are doing, what their customers are buying, and all the data. And when they run campaign, when we drive transaction to them, they give us a affiliate commission back into our system. That's how we drive the merchant promotion income. Does that make sense, or is there any follow-up on that? I thought I'll just showcase you a little bit just so you'll understand better.
Achut sir, you can ask your question. Gaurav sir, you have any question to ask?
Deepak ji, any plan for inorganic growth?
100%, sir. Like we are already looking into some profitable entities which gonna complement our business, gonna help us. Like say we need PPI. If we get PPI, our margins gonna be lot more, right? So we are definitely looking for right candidates. It's gonna happen this year only, right? So that's the plan, but 100% like that's on the card. In organic growth, we are planning for an acquisition already. Yeah.
Oh, I have a query. Since you said we are a B2, B2C, do we also have seasonality in our business?
Yep, some seasonality is there in the business. Uh, like, but it depend on when you do like say of course September, October, these are the more busy weeks, more busy months for us. There is some seasonality like about, but it's not like I would say that only affect 5 to 10%, but it's not a very big factor. It's not a very big factor, but yeah, small element for sure.
Okay, so basically the festive seasons are very good months for us, but maybe the rains would be a little slower.
Right, right. It depend like, and then sometime it's not a big factor for us, but you're right. Sometime when brands really want to push for, actually festivals are biggest for channel loyalty programs, and we still need to get into that particular segment. We are getting into that segment because they do lot of brands do lot of campaigns at the festival times, but bank may not gonna do too much of a campaign. There's a lot of point accrual gonna happen, but when customer gonna redeem, it's can be on the festive or on the new year, or it can be like say right now the good thing is going on, like cause people are for the holiday, summer holidays are happening, right? So it's for banking program, it's not much of it, but we'll get into the channel loyalty, then it's gonna affect more. But right now it's not a huge factor for us, but once we jumped into the channel loyalty programs, then it's gonna be a little bit more impactful for our business.
Okay, and do we also have like electronics, smarts, and all as customers? Because that can be a very big customer for us. So, are we looking at those kind of segments as well? Because we are so focused on banking, I am guessing.
Right, right. So for retail, as I mentioned, our focus was banking first, because when you onboard a retail, right? So they retail only pay you for the technology side of it, because any and all kind of uh, redemption gonna happen on that particular business only. If any electronic mart give points, they want customer to use points within their store or within their e-commerce only, within that ecosystem only, so you only get the technology revenue out of it. But
Mm.
to answer your question, the technology revenue, they pay more for the technology, but we are also looking into that. As of now, we haven't focused much on the retail market. There are couple of players in retail market. Our peer, another loyalty company which got listed about last year only. They are majorly focused on retail itself, but there are two, three reasons we are not pushing more for the retail. One is retail by itself is going a little bit down, right? So a lot of people are more inclined towards the e-commerce side of it, right? So that's one thing. But we keep on looking when a request come from a client, like if it make uh, sense for us to do it, if they are okay to do with that sort of technology course, then we'll definitely do it. But if it won't make any sense for us to do it commercially, then we won't do it, right? So
Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Got it. And because of the seasonality, which you think is the strongest quarter?
It's actually seasonality, as I mentioned, it's not a major impact for us. It's not a major impact for us. So yeah, it doesn't. It's not major impact for us. It's a lot of time. It's our client behavior, the kind of campaigns we are pushing. That's maybe more, but seasonality is not gonna make much difference in our, as of now, with the kind of clientele we have. It doesn't make much impact on our business.
Okay, good luck. Thank you so much for the clarity.
Thanks, Shweta.
Thank you so much, sir. I think we have covered all the questions. I would now like to conclude the call. On behalf of FinPortal, I would like to express our gratitude to the management team of Novus Loyalty for taking the time to join us and provide us such detailed responses to the questions. We also appreciate all the participants for their engagement. If any question remains unanswered, please feel free to reach out us at the email ID given below in the chat box. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much, sir.
Thanks everyone. Thanks for
You may
attending.
disconnect now.
Thank you. Thanks.